That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play action now, Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. This short throw caught by Goedert. The numbers for him from a week ago, 10 catches, 77 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, it's Martin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go! 70, Indy. Ready?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind.
Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
61, matchbox, right.
San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. This one caught by Ridley. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Check 53. Let's go.
From the 40 now on second down. Smith. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Play action. It's Smith. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's into the hands of Pascal. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. It's complete. Stills. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have hit half. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go one more.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Prescott. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, Martin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They run it again with Martin. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
47.
Prescott off play action. And Stills bringing it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Martin here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Malone. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Smith, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 4 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott going up top. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Smith, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Look at me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maloney. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Smith. That is caught at the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Under 10. 10. 22 jet bomber. Bravo. Get it.
Throwing now, Smith. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And it's complete to Martin. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. Taken in by Pascal out left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First down, Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Prescott to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.